Oh, it's showtime!
Oh,
You know what I realized?
what's that?
Moist. People don't realize what time we record this. I was thinking this the other day. And so we're cracking open beer, and it's like, is it 9 at night? Is it 9 in the morning? Are they alcoholics? We record at night. I'm not that degenerate.
We record late at night.
Yeah, these are post kids have been put to bed, done some honeydews for the wife.
These are nighttime sleepy beers.
Yeah, these are pick-me-ups.
Help you. The loosen up, slow the day down.
Yeah.
It's like a beer commercial.
Yeah.
After a
beer commercial.
After a long, hard day at work, putting the kids down to sleep, I like to sit in front of my computer and bullshit on a podcast and drink an ice cold beer.
Refreshing. I've been addicted to these I'll show you. Modelo Chelada lemon and salt or lime and salt.
Modelo sponsor him.
Yeah, right. But I don't remember how I got started on it. Oh, I started eating peanuts, like having a night snack of like opening peanuts and watching Yellowstone or something or whatever, show.
Yeah.
And I didn't want just a regular beer. I was like, man, I kind of want like a salty type of sour, whatever beer.
Like a lime beer or something like that.
Yeah, to go with it. And then I got hooked on these things, man. They're well, I mean, Modelo is good already.
Yeah.
But the lime and salt is just
Just hits the spot. Ooh.
Yeah,
sweet.
Mm-hmm. It's the sweet one.
I usually just drink the Bush, but mother-in-law left a couple days ago. She left me with a whole bunch of Currs.
Ooh, the Blue Mountains.
I'm drinking on some Silver Bullet.
You don't drink Bush at the socials. You drink the champagne of beers.
Yeah, if they got High Life, I'm drinking High Life.
Okay. I drink a lot of different beers, but lately I've won a Chelada. There was one I was drinking for a while. It was my favorite, and I guess it was like a late summer beer. Went away. It was a pineapple. Not something. It was like not a pineapple and jalapeno, but it was like a pineapple with like a.
Sounds like some like IPA craft shit.
No. Fuck IPAs. It was pineapple and like it wasn't chamoy in it, but it had like a spicy and it was a sour ale. It was good. It was good. And I can't find it anymore.
I hate when that happens, man. It's funny you said like you fucking hate IPAs. It's like
I don't like IPAs.
I like them, man. They're good.
I can't do it. I can't.
They
taste like shit.
So like I live like in the area of like B52, and they over the summer, each summer they do like an IPA series.
Yeah.
And like 3 years ago, man, they did one where they just named them all after Texas wildflowers. And holy shit, they did one called Indian Blanket, and it was like probably the best beer I've ever had. Ever. I usually don't buy
I used to drink IPAs, and then I don't know what happened. I can't.
I'm usually not big at buying like the 4-packs that they sell, because like you buy a 4-pack of beer at the brewery and it's like $50. But I was like, fuck it, dude. I'm buying it. So good.
I'm trying to find this one out of Texas. My favorite beer of one of my favorite beers of all time. And people are gonna probably make fun of me. I don't see it as a girly beer, but it's
King Cobra.
Hand grenades. As I drank in the Marine Corps on a budget, trying to get
as
quick as possible.
Did you know the canteen cap, right? Fit perfectly on a Mickey's hand grenade.
Did it really?
So that you could wear your gas mask.
That's meant to be.
Yeah, we used to have chugging competitions. You put your gas mask on and you plug the little drinking tube into it, flip the grenade upside down. Oh, dude.
Jesus. Lindemann's Frambois Raspberry Lambic Beer. It's expensive,
That's too many words,
but
dude.
it's like it's a good, refreshing. Just like it's fancy. It's not going to get you like I don't know. It's chill, but I'm
Fancy
trying
like
to find
Applebee's.
this fucking Applebee's. Not that
so
poor.
quick.
I know. I was like Applebee's. I tried to find this pineapple beer because I don't know, man. It was
Derailed so quick.
wow. Yeah, I have ADD. My Adderall from this morning has wore off. So anything you throw at me is gonna be fucking squirrel.
That was so beautiful right there. Seeing your face.
Dude, I have my ADD, like during the day when I have my medicine, I'm pretty locked in, but at night when it's wore off, it's
yeah.
How can I not find this, man?
I
This
don't know.
is bullshit. Okay, I'm not gonna stick on it forever, even though it's gonna drive me crazy all night long. I won't sleep tonight till I find it out. But
well, I'll tell you what, you can keep on looking at it, and while you're looking for it, we can talk about the Freetail Sevens tournament that happened over this weekend that had a very confusing result board.
Love your Freetails, but your website's garbage for results.
But I think looking at it all, it looks like Faith Rugby came out with the cup. I couldn't tell you the score because it was 10-0. So I don't know if that's
Nav came out. Nav beat them.
What?
On their Instagram, it says Nav. So I guess Nav's score, even though it's missing, was higher than 10.
But it's missing the score on there. Is it?
Yeah, they have Nav.
Oh.
With scores. Again, this is why we said it's shit. But
you know who won?
Yeah. Nav Sevens. The cup.
The Sacramento Immortals. The guy who just did awful. They won. Because they came out and played rugby.
Kingwood Rugby won.
Kingwood Rugby won.
Can't win a 15s match, but we won the All-Star Sevens match.
Fucking whatever. The invite only. So, yeah, that's pretty much the only rugby that's going to happen for the next, week or two. Or this past week and next week. But the National Collegiate Rugby All-Stars is going to be hosted here in Texas. The men's tournament's going to be held at the SaberCat Stadium, so that'd be pretty cool. Even though I don't understand the breakdown of each team, what they sector out, because the teams are very broadly named. So.
I've come to realize that there's not, when it comes to rugby and it seems like tournaments, information is not Rugger's strong suit, apparently. Because
no.
Every single tournament thing, whatever, you can't find shit for who's playing in it, who's on the roster, who won the damn thing.
Right.
It's as soon as it's over, everybody just gets hammered and they're like, hey, did you update the Instagram? No, did you update? No, we'll do it another day.
And
then
don't
nobody
worry
knows
about
who
it.
won it.
And then it gets updated 2 weeks later.
And you just rely on somebody else.
With minimal information.
Yeah. And you have to go and search like we did, and they get pissed off.
Yeah. The following weekend, though, the women's are having their little collegiate all-stars up at Round Rock, which one of my former athletes who I coached, she made the Texas All-Star team. So she'll be playing in that tournament. I'm going to try to pop up there on a Saturday on the 21st to go watch her play. So, fuck yeah. Good job, Gabby, on making that team. Gabby. I'm ready to go watch her fucking smash some shit. She's good.
Oh, shit. Wait, my buddy texted me that name of that beer because he said he found it last month. Hold on. ADD's a demon, man.
I hope it's PBR.
No, you know what? I drink PBR. I drink Pearl. There's not many beers I won't drink.
Drink Pearl from a can and Jack Daniels Black.
Chew tobacco from a mill patch sack. Had an old dog that was trained to attack. Sometimes he get drunk and mean as a rattlesnake, and there wasn't too much that he wouldn't take from a stranger. He was veteran proud. Okay. Okay, here it is. Puro. I'm not Mexican. Puro, pina y chamoy.
Oh man, that's fucking
pineapple skull head. It's from Made in San Antonio.
Puro chingo.
It's Freetail. Made by Freetail.
Oh,
Look at that. 6 degrees of Freetail.
Oh.
But it was, so it's pineapple and chamoy. Dude, it was.
Was it good?
Oh, dude, it was beyond good. Like, I dipped my balls in it good. That's how good it was.
Sounds like a super sweet beer.
How that determines something good, but it's a sour beer.
I want to be inside of it. I want it inside of me.
I was all up inside it. It was inside of me. I was bathing in it.
I want to bathe in it. I want to make love to it.
I did. But yeah, and then it just disappeared. But Freetail Brewing. How about that? We're talking about Freetails. I'm trying to find the name of the damn company, and it's the same.
Freetail. Freetail Sevens. Now we're talking about Freetail Brewery.
Yeah.
Local to Texas only. There you go. Keeping it
That's
local.
weird, man.
Keeping it local since 1865.
Huh. Yeah, it's a rugby podcast, but I'm going to tell you about Puro Pinot. It's a Puro Pinot y Chamoy, fruited sour with pineapple puree and Alamo Candy Company chamoy added prior to fermentation. Pairs well with fish tacos, mole, chicken on a stick, queso flamenco, and a day at the zoo.
Bro.
What?
You can't mess up queso flameado. Come on, man.
Well, look at my skin. Just because I have Hispanic kids don't mean I know.
Aren't you getting all up in some Spanish tacos there? Come on now. You gotta pick it up somewhere.
Half Spanish taco.
Oh, half Spanish taco.
Yeah.
Dude, if you ever had queso flameado, you gotta get it next time if you haven't.
Is it flaming cheese?
It's fucking melted cheese with like meat. You get fajita, like beef fajita in it.
Oh, it's like I get that at
That's all it is. It's not queso though. It's like fucking
El
melted
Tiempo
cheese.
has something like that with their queso. They put meat in it and
yeah, but it's just fucking melted cheese and beef, and then they give you fucking tortillas on the side.
That sounds amazing,
dude. It's so good. And then of course I eat it and I don't shit for like 3 days, but worth it.
Who needs to shit?
Yeah, sign me up for more fucking hemorrhoids and anal fissures. Here we go. Speaking of anal fissures, MLR, what the fuck, Sabercats? Okay, bring
transition.
All right,
I'm hyper focused on this beer. Let me close this fucking window. If not, I'm just gonna sit here and be pissed off that I don't have this beer anymore. All right,
I'm all for bringing in some talent and stuff, but like, dude, you're bringing in 3 props from New Zealand when you could bring in some homegrown players and then have people around here go, oh, that's so-and-so from this school, or hey, that's so-and-so from down the street. He's now a professional rugby player. Let's go watch him play. It's fucking $20 to go see him. Versus some guy from New Zealand who I have no idea who he is.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about. Growing the sport here is the people who's going to know who these New Zealand guys are the people that's already playing in the matches. And this is just a hot take. I could be wrong, but the people that are in the stands watching this stuff, are your local teams. We're going to watch friends, people we may have, who we may know of that played college rugby or who we may know of that played D1 and got pulled up. I don't know. I say randos, not to discredit these guys' rugby, careers, these young New Zealand guys, but I say randos because if you go to a Sabercats game and you ask everybody coming in the gate, have you heard of any of these guys? 90-something% is going to say no.
Yeah. If I say you ever heard of Rob Cobb, they're going to be like, who?
Yeah. You mean Randall Cobb, the wide receiver for the Packers?
You messing with me right now?
No, Rob Cobb, my knob. But I mean, it's just, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think this is a way of kind of not turning away, but I think it goes the wrong direction from building MLR audience, and just because what they're doing is they're using the word New Zealand, right, as a buzzword, as we say in corporate America, it's a buzzword,
It's a buzzword for
like
people
circle
who
back and
who
yeah,
know about
yeah.
rugby. Not you take some person off the street who doesn't know rugby, or maybe has heard of it, but they don't know the teams or anything. You tell them, "Oh, this guy from New Zealand came." They'd be like, "Oh, okay. Is that good?"
Yeah.
I don't know. But if you tell them, "Hey, there's a player who grew up playing here in Houston, and he got pulled up. He's playing pro now." Oh, what?
Yeah.
Really? What part of Houston is he from? Oh, he's from this part. Oh my God, I
Yeah.
went to school there.
Well, too, I mean, if these guys are born in New Zealand, you're also not working on building your Eagles roster, from,
Yeah,
I mean, it's like the MLR, everything should function as a farm coming from, kids, like kids growing up overseas, not so much here, but elementary rugby. You play rugby, you get, I don't want to use the word groom because they're not
I think
pedophilic. But
you
they're
don't want to
groomed
say
for
groom,
middle school, right?
But they are,
And the middle
yeah.
school's groomed for high school, and the high school's groomed for college or whatever it is over there, and then the college is groomed for MLR groomed for the Eagles. That should be the path.
That's the pipeline
to grow rugby, right? Not, hey, if I work hard enough at Sam or Stephen F. Austin or A&M to play rugby, I might not get drafted because they're going to fill it with people from overseas.
Yeah,
and then I'm as a business side, as a business person, I see the MLR suits reasoning behind this, right? I see both sides of it. However, if you want to build a sport and then build your ROI, if that's the way you're going to look at it as a business person and owning a team or something, yeah, you're going to go after New Zealand, but also you want asses in the seats, right?
Dude, build it from the ground up yourself. Set the foundation. You have a solid foundation when you're doing homegrown stuff, not when you're pulling pieces and you're piecing them in around the foundation.
But I mean, look at it, right? I think if any business, when you're starting a business, you want to look at, unless you're first in the market, which rugby is not really first in the market. There's other major league sports. Unless you're first in the market, you find a business model that's similar to what you're doing, that's successful, and you model it after that, or you take parts of it that work. Look at America. NFL is the biggest moneymaker. Yeah. How many motherfuckers on an NFL team are from overseas?
Yeah, exactly.
Less than 1%. It's all pee-wee to middle to high school to college to pros. Right? That's the path.
Exactly.
That's why overseas they're so successful in New Zealand, in Europe, and all over here, because you come out of the womb with a rugby ball, and then you play at kids league. You go through schoolboy rugby or whatever they call it, school rugby, wherever that's the only sport they play at all these schools. And then it's U18s, U20s, and then you got your union league or whatever you play over there.
Yeah.
And then it's the supers or what have you. And then it's the Rugby World Cup. It's the nation rugby, Here, I mean, what the fuck? I mean, that's all I can say. Like, I get it, right? From a business standpoint. You like the word New Zealand. Sounds cool. I know a couple other props I'd rather have seen on the Sabercats. No offense to these New Zealand guys.
Yeah.
Or I'd like to see some out of college. I mean, it's just
congratulations. Like, I'm happy. Like, welcome to Houston. I'm glad for you. But also, like, I want to see a Texas boy in there.
Yeah. And what happens is you have a handful of teams that maybe want to build from college, right?
Yeah.
However, you have one or two teams, say the Gilcrests of the world, who just want to. I didn't say he did this. I'm using Gilchrist as an example. Like,
an asterisk here.
Like the Yankees with 29 World Series is. They want to buy the championship. So you're going to go out and you're going to get these players from overseas. So you're going to buy the name, you're going to buy the championship. And so the other teams then go, well, shit, to compete, we got to do the same thing.
Yeah, we have to import players.
It's a rarity that you are the, 90-something Marlins with the lowest salary cap to win the World Series. That's a rarity. That doesn't happen often. It's an anomaly. So these guys are going to go and try to buy these teams, bring these players over, and then it just goes downhill from there because you have the 10%, as we say in the military, 10% fucks it up for everybody.
Yep.
That buy the team and bring these players over, and they think they have to do the same thing. It's like, what's his name from Sam, who was really good? Dylan, who was the
Dylan Shotwell.
Yeah, he was a good hooker. I don't know the MLR. I know he was a damn freaking good rugby player. Went to Houston, I didn't play. He got backed up, and then went out to San Diego and backed up behind, I think, a foreigner or two. And it's like, you want to see local guys, but it's like, or even who was the dude from Kingwood that went, drafted?
Oh, Gabe.
Yeah, but
Gabriel Ramirez or Romano Ramirez.
And so a lot of these guys, I don't know. I mean, I like seeing, big names, but also I want to see the sport fucking turn into the NFL.
Yeah.
Is it going to what happened? It's going to take a long ass time to get there.
It's not going to happen overnight.
But you have to take the right steps.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't own a rugby team, but I do understand a little bit about business. I do understand a little bit about bringing in markets and modeling after other business models.
I think also a thing like some of these these farm clubs, right, that feed, or the feeder teams that feed into these professional teams, they should also be going to these these combines, like professional NFL combines or whatever, for these players who don't make the draft, these free agents who don't get picked up, and now they're just like athletes with with a degree that they don't want, but they still want to play professional sports.
Yeah,
dude, transition to rugby.
Yeah, and
then there you go.
Like, hey, you didn't get in the NFL. Guess what? Who gives a fuck? NFL's not in the Olympics. Rugby sevens is. Or rugby is.
We can't guarantee you a strong paycheck right now, but you get in here at the base level, help grow the sport.
Yeah.
Help bring in bigger sponsors.
Grow the sport. You want to make $50,000. I don't remember what MLR salaries are, but would you rather make $50,000 playing a pro sport and having fun? Or would you rather make $50,000 selling insurance, miserable behind a fucking desk?
Yeah.
If you're an athlete, that's the easiest question ever.
Yeah.
Let me play a sport. I don't care what it is.
Also, could you imagine a collegiate senior defensive or like a linebacker?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Dude, throw him in the pack.
Fucking
easy.
Awesome. I could think of Texas A&M's tight end who got cut from whatever. Dude, the beast. Sign him up for rugby. He's like 6'7" or something. Like,
put him out as a center.
Yeah.
Transition his training to to where he get a little more aerobic. Boom.
Exactly.
Set.
I don't know, man. It's
I mean, we're sitting here going like, boom, like, oh, it's this.
Well, yeah, it's not easy.
But it's yeah. If it was easy, somebody would have already done it.
I'm not. Yeah. Again, I don't own a team, but it
makes too much sense to me.
It does. It does. But again, you also see in the NFL some of these owners and GMs make dumbass decisions.
Yeah.
Not every. So each team is a company, right?
Yeah.
And not every company makes smart decisions. That's why there's bankruptcy and buyouts and shit like that. But I mean, look at Gilchrist, right? So not every team's going to make the right decisions, but I think this just goes back to, like I said, it's the 10%. It's the teams that are buying teams and other teams feeling like they have to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah. And
do what they have to do. Now, again, this Morgan Mitchell guys we talked about earlier, that's one of the New Zealand props. He was on the Arrows in 2019. So he was over here for a little bit, but then went back to Japan and played, and then he's back here. It's like, but then the other props are, I think they said 23 years old, which is good. They're young coming over here, unlike the retired New Zealand Sevens guy. But man, I would like some homegrown people, some more homegrown people in the mix. I mean, now we have some, don't get me wrong. We have a lot of the UCLA and the Life University and all these guys, but I don't know. I hope this isn't a foreshadowing of what's to come in the MLR. I hope it they sprinkle in some names to fill some seats, right? With the New Zealand
I hope
and
so.
Australia buzzwords. But I think it's going to be telling when the draft comes, and we'll see what happens in the draft.
Who gets picked up and who doesn't. I mean, I wonder how many people are going to be drafted. Because I saw, like, the rosters. There's 200 people up on the draft.
Is there?
I don't know. Maybe I over-exaggerated. Probably 100.
I didn't see it.
But there's 100 people that are vying to get onto 10 teams now. 12 teams.
12. Yep.
12 teams. And then most of those teams are already set in their rosters. So out of those 100, I would say 24 is going to get drafted. That's 2 people a team, probably.
I think it's 3 or 4. I'm trying to think of how many there was last year. All right, draft prospects. Here we go. You know, every time we say it's going to be a short episode, then we get fucking
we get fucking into it.
Going because we're passionate about. You know, we don't know a lot, but we're passionate about the little we do know.
It's just I read these little things and they just trigger me, and I'm like I'm happy for the guys, right? They got picked up on a professional team, and that's exciting to go to I'm coming to America to play on a professional team. That's awesome, dude. But at the same time,
America's the best. I mean, who wouldn't want to come here?
Not anything against anybody from another country playing in our country, but I want to see more Americans on the pitch.
And they draft these guys, but a lot of these guys don't even end up starting. Like, that's the thing, we draft, local. It's like, yeah, but you're starting the guys you're pulling from overseas.
Yeah.
I did see. Oh, there's a Texas A&M guy.
There's one A&M guy on there. There's not
Citadel.
nice. There's not a lot of Texas people. There's a lot of California on this draft.
California, I mean, really has the most. It seems
they
rugby players.
That's a lot of.
You got the Woodlands. You got a guy from the Woodlands, one from Tomball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got the Woodlands. Went to Lindenwood University. Evan. Oh, my glasses on. It's either Conyon or Conlon. Sorry, man. I don't feel like putting my glasses on. One guy from Tomball who went to Norwich University. I don't even know where that school is. Oh, they put their IGs on here.
Uh-oh.
Hit them up, see if they want to be refined rugger representatives. Let's see. Let's see. Any other Texas? There's a UK, British Columbia. Ooh, Fort Hood, Texas. There's a wing. David Bailey went to UT San Antonio. Go Roadrunners.
David Bailey?
Yeah.
I don't know why that name just kind of sticks out to me.
Well, Bailey is a familiar name to you. Fort Worth, Texas. That's the Texas A&M guy, Jason Tidwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of California, a lot of UK, Kenya. Ooh, another Kenya. I'll go on a limb, say they're fast. Utah. What a good list, but again, this is they'll draft the college people, but it's a matter of, do the college people play? Do they start?
Right.
No, they start. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they prove me wrong. And
right.
I just, obviously we react seeing the article like you said about the 3 New England props. I'm like, Jesus, man.
I remember getting excited seeing Dylan Shotwell get drafted, and then I'd always look for him on the roster.
Yeah,
just oh.
I think he made one roster as a reserve.
Yeah,
I was hoping. And nothing against the people from overseas. It's just again, this is my philosophy on maybe I get hate for this, but when people go to other countries to feed, the needy and all these people, I'm like, fuck, we got our own people here. I'm about cleaning up your own house before you go clean up somebody else's. I give to other people. You can give to other people, but Like, we need to grow it here. We just weren't able to make the World Cup. Like, don't you think we should focus on growing our shit here? You know?
It's like,
I don't know. It's a very long tangent, but I'm obviously passionate about it. And
it's like, I like drinking Jameson, right?
Yeah.
But I'll always take Rebecca Creek over it because it's from Texas.
I don't know her. She tastes good. I get what you're saying, though. Yeah, I mean,
I enjoy both.
Yeah, I mean, you want to support,
but I'm going to support a home.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I could go buy Canterbury products, but I'd rather buy refined ruggers. You know,
exactly. Same quality.
Yeah,
but one's classier.
Play for a random sevens team, but I'd rather play for the Famigos. But yeah, I mean, I want to see it grow. I want to see it boom. I want to see Major League Rugby play in big giant stadiums. I want these people to have the notoriety that NFL players have.
Yeah.
I want them to just take off. I want it to be like it is overseas.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
I mean, but that's only because I love the game of rugby.
Yeah. It's fun. I love it.
And
the
I
whole
think
thing about it, everything about it. It's great.
Think about it. Let's play devil's advocate, right? What would, because they sure are fucking mouthy when we didn't make the World Cup online, but what would the rugby fans overseas in different countries, for say Ireland, New Zealand, France, all these big names, if their union teams or whatever teams started bringing over USA players, or something like that? It's like, and they, we're not doing great. They're trying to build the sport, and it's like, well, fuck, what's on with our local people?
Yeah.
I feel like they'd raise a Giants team, Oh
yeah, 100%.
So it's the same way if they tried to start an NFL league. I mean, I think Canada has other places have tried to start other sports, but it's like,
oh, dude, that Canadian Football League with that super fat quarterback.
Yeah, dude, gives me hope. But if they tried to start that, they would want to grow it. And they're like, well, why do you keep pulling people from America?
Right.
Like, well, that's where NFL special is. Like, yeah, but we're not going to grow it here if you just keep pulling from over there. Do we compare it to the same concept that is, one thing I hated in D3 is you have guys that come to every single fucking practice, and then you have these superstars that just show up on game day and they get the start over the guy that got all the time. It's like,
yeah,
I get as a coach, you want to win. As a team, you want to win, but those guys that keep putting all their heart and effort into it are going to stop showing the fuck up, right?
Yeah, because they go, I show up every day, or I show up every practice, fucking rain or shine.
Yeah.
I fucking help put gear up. I help break shit down.
So I don't know. Yeah, maybe we're overdoing it, but I mean, this is just, again, this is an opinion podcast, right? This is not facts right now.
Fuck you.
This is just my opinion on it.
I'm spitting facts over here.
This is, and again, my opinion, however, I've talked with other people from our team, other rugby fans, and they share the similar concern or similar take on it is you can't grow it unless you are building it from within.
I think the MLR is hitting that. It's starting to hit that critical point. I mean, I get it. Like before, bringing in outsiders or whatever, to foreigners to help elevate the play. But I think at this point, we already have people who play well enough, to keep everything flowing well. The game, keep the game flowing well, to where there's not a lot of breaks.
Well, and this isn't World Cup. This is MLR. We're not competing against New Zealand and Ireland and France and them. This is MLR.
Yeah,
and I understand. Again, as a business, you want to win a championship it makes your team more profitable. It's a bigger ROI for your investment in that team. However, at the same time, you want to grow the sport because that's also fucking part of the ROI.
Yeah.
So
it's great that you win a
have-
It'd be great you win a championship, but it's not that great
if you don't have asses in the seats, right?
If there's only 2,000 people watching the damn game.
Yeah. Buying the merch, buying the food. You can't pay your team if nobody's buying season tickets.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fucking cocksuckers.
But maybe then that comes in with make the commissioner, president say commissioner, it's not NFL. Pull like a TRU does where, hey, D1, your D1 reserves can't go play, 8 D3 games and just slaughter people. So it's like, hey, MLR, you have to have, I don't know, X amount of people
like
playing.
Didn't they? I thought they had that. Like you put a limit on how many.
I don't know. They may. Again, I could be wrong. This is opinion based at this point because I haven't looked that far into it.
I feel like that was like a thing. Like in my second year playing, the TRU had a thing out where like everybody.
It is a thing in TRU. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I'm talking about MLR. I don't know if that's a thing.
It's got to be a thing.
Absolutely a thing. You can only play back. I don't know what it is now. Back when I played for Galveston, and we were going to the playoffs, and that's back when we also played the Blacks D3. Was we get frustrated because like you'd see some of these guys, you're like, wait, I know that guy played in a D1 game last week. Why is he down here? So TRU had made it. I think it was 3 or 4. I couldn't remember what the cutoff is, but it's like if you played more than 3 games down, you had to stay down. Yeah, they had it like that. So it's 3 or 4. I don't know if they still do. I imagine they do.
I thought they put a limit
time. Hold
on foreigners as well.
No, I don't think they do it on foreigners. No, because
I thought
just
it was
because you're foreigner doesn't mean your skill level. Now, statistically, more than likely, if you're a foreigner, your skill level is probably pretty decent.
Yeah, fucking looking at you, Wien break.
But you can't just say because they're foreign. I've known small handful of people that are foreign that couldn't play rugby to save their life, but
Carl. I'm just kidding, Carl.
I wasn't even talking about. I was talking about people I've worked with in the past that have never played rugby. Like, damn.
I'm just kidding, Carl. I love you.
That was a look, Carl. Next time you see Javi,
dude,
punch him in the dick.
He's last year's Famigos MVP. All right, I don't want to hear about it.
Punch him in the dick next time you see him, Carl. That was fucked up.
No, it's cold. It's the rudest thing I've said.
Almost as fucked up as one time James showed up to practice and he came close to me. He goes, oh, from a distance, I thought you were Carl. I said, God damn. You just think all short white people look the same?
James is always coming out with the coldest shit. So mean. He's so mean.
And then I told him he was balding at like 23. So take that, James. I also went balding at 23. So talk shit. Whatever. Anyways, yeah. I mean, that's our rant about MLR.
Yeah.
You may like that they bring out these guys. I don't know, but for me, I'd rather it be
if you want to
say local dudes. I mean, it's just
yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I'm alone on this, but
I don't think you are either. I'm with you.
I don't know. That's my 2 cents. Take it. Fucking leave it.
If you want to go catch these 3 new cats, they're having
catch these hands.
Hey. The Saber Cats are throwing in a preseason. You fucking catch these hands, son.
I wouldn't fight you. I'm about to be in a cast for 2 months. Whose hands am I going to throw?
You got a built-in boxing glove, dude. You're good.
What am I talking about? I'll just offer to buy you a beer so you don't fight me.
The Saber Cats are playing NOLA Gold January 28th and the Free Jacks February 8th. If you want to go catch the 3 new props from New Zealand.
Preseason game. They said the club is yet to announce them publicly, but the games are now on Houston's ticketing site. I'm going to click on it just to double check that what I'm telling you is true, and I'm not talking out my ass. Yep, 100% true. Free
Says-
Jackson, Noah Golden.
He said he's clicking on the site, but he's clicking on that fucking pineapple beer again. I know it. I could see it in your face.
I still have it pulled up because I don't want to. I'm trying to find out where I can buy it. It's in the background. I have the tab like closed. All right, for those who are watching YouTube, let me show you what I'm talking about. Hold on.
Oh god, here we go.
Hold on. All right, let's do an ADDT tour here. Somebody gave it low stars. Those people can go to hell.
Pinche puro piña.
Puro piña y chamoy. It's got a pineapple skull on it. But dude, with peanuts and just like chilling, oh my god, it's so good. Oh,
Puro
dude,
piña.
It's
And penis for Clay. He loves it.
If you dip penis in chamoy,
Salty penis.
freaking fire. Delicioso. There it is, right there. Boom. Puro piña y chamoy. Dude, get off my shit. You just advertise my email to everybody. Great. Thanks, Google.
Oh yeah.
Now
Now everybody's gonna go to the YouTube and be like, oh, I'm gonna send him dirty dick pics on his email.
That's cool. I'll judge your dick and I'll tell people how small it is.
I hope somebody sends him like an uncircumcised penis with chamoy in between the foreskin. That'd be great. I got your penis.
I'll chop that shit off and garnish it with it. ADD. Back to preseason games.
That fucking
back to garnished penises.
Back to the SaberCats pre-cum game.
Yeah. So Noah Gold. What's cool, I read they didn't play Noah Gold or New England last year, so this would be a chance to see the teams play, and it's preseason game, so we might actually get to see local people play and not the.
That'd be cool.
You know.
I want to go and watch. What's his nuts play?
Oh, that narrows it down.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? The winger that was an Eagle, but he plays for SaberCats.
There was.
Is it Christian something?
Oh, yeah. Well, he was a winger on the Eagles. I don't think he was a winger on the SaberCats.
Okay.
Christian Dyer.
Yeah, I want to go see that guy play.
He bounced. I think he bounced around position. I think he was center on the SaberCats. But yeah,
and there's a couple Eagles on the SaberCats.
There was
Three?
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, he's a center and wing. Christian was.
Is it 2 or 3?
3. I know. CC Mahoney.
CC Mahoney.
I mean, you can't miss him. The dude's a fucking giant. CC
Fucking
Mahoney,
awesome.
Christian Dyer, and damn it! Hold on. SaberCats, USA.
Yeah. I think I know who you're talking about.
There was a third one. I know this article says, well, I mean, technically now Hanko Hammerscheich is on this, but no, there was a third one.
I feel like it started with an O. I may be wrong though.
Oh, damn it.
I'm sure there's someone that's going to be listening to this and they'll be like yelling, it's this guy.
Oh,
it's this guy. It's this guy, you fucking idiot. It's this guy. It's like that dude who was talking about the Chicago pizza. And he's like, but where's the cheese? The guy's like, it's under the sauce.
Chicago Quizzies.
But where's the fucking cheese? It's under the sauce. It's under the sauce.
Was it him?
U.S.
Milan Al-Jabouri? There's CC. Okay, I think it was maybe Maloon Al-Jabouri, flanker. Maybe it was him. Maybe it was Memphis. God damn it. Maybe it was summer night. Maybe it was you. Maybe it was me, but it sure felt right. I think it was him. I mean, I know for sure it was Dyer and CC.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like there's one more.
Obviously, now, like I said, Hanko, how do you say it? Hammerscheich.
Oh, maybe it was Malone Al-Jabouri.
I think it was because you had Nick Boyer played for the Eagles, had one cap, but he didn't travel, I think, with them this year. But then you had Sevens players. Maybe it was Matai Latua. Man, I don't know where that article is. Yeah, I mean, I know two for sure. I don't mean to discredit the third guy, but no, that guy was Sevens. Okay, yeah, CC and Dyer.
Nate Asperger, San Diego Legion.
Osberger.
What?
Nate Osberger.
Oh man, I'm so dyslexic. I thought this said Asperger.
Actually, Nate, did he retire from?
Maybe I was looking at an old roster.
No, I want to. Who just retired from?
Nate Asperger's.
Somebody just retired. No, it wasn't Nate. Somebody just retired from international rugby. They're just going to focus on MLR. I don't remember who it was. It was an Eagle. But no, Nate doesn't play for Nate. Nate is an Eagle, but he played for
did he change
San Diego?
Yeah. I saw that he played for San Diego. I was just like scrolling through and I saw Asperger, someone's last name.
He was the first one to score against the All Blacks last year and a half ago when we played him in Washington.
The more you know.
He's quick, boy. He's fast. He's a quick motherfucker.
White lightning. I don't know if he's white.
White lightning, dude. I like Nate. Nate's a nice dude.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all nice guys. I haven't really met one that was a dick, but
I haven't met any of them, so. But I've met a lot of rugby players, and I feel like everybody's fairly nice.
Good chat with the butcher.
Yeah.
Dylan Fawcett. Yeah, he's a nice guy from Ireland, but Hooker, New York champion. No, they were all super cool. After the All Blacks match, super nice guys. I mean, I wouldn't think otherwise. I'm not saying it to think that they were,
Yeah.
But it's like, I've been fortunate in my life to meet professional players in other sports, and some of them I met some like dick NFL players and NBA players, but no, these guys are. I think that's also what draws me to rugby is
everybody's very humble.
Yeah, no matter what league. I mean, you can sprinkle in some dicks here and there, like a bachelorette party. Ayo, but for the most part, everybody's cool, man. Like everybody is laid back. And I think that's what grew on me to love rugby so much was you could be, again, talking to these guys, I say when I met them, some of them, I'm a D3 player just a scrap 40-year-old D3 player. And they talk to you about rugby like, you're just one of them. And it's like, you're nowhere near their level of rugby and they don't talk down to you. It's like, yeah, let's just shoot the shit.
I think it's
about rugby. It's just like, it's,
I think because at all levels, rugby's played the same.
I think you're right. Yeah. It's a,
like a tackle's a tackle.
Yeah. It's a
pass. Like it,
I'm trying to think of the right word. It's appreciative sport of
the size of the pitch is all the same.
Yeah, and there's all different sizes of guys. There's all different, backgrounds. Yeah. It's like, it's a melting pot. It literally is. And now, again, this maybe counteracts what we said about earlier about just homegrown guys, and but it's still a melting pot.
I'm not trying to like sound like nationalist or whatever.
Yeah,
but that's just something I'd like to see professional wise, like to draw on a younger crowd. You got a kid who's like a fan of a college that a professional player went to.
Yeah.
Well,
and it's cool too because I've met some D1 guys, and some of the D1 like rugby players are dicks. But that's probably why they're still D1 and not upper, because they know it's a detriment to the team morale,
Yeah.
But Yeah, I don't know how we got on that, but fucking tangent.
Yeah.
This is Rugby with ADD. Welcome
Welcome, fucking
to the
cocksuckers.
episode.
So in the future, what we got planned here in the future? Coming up in January.
It's
for the
about
rest
to
of
get
January.
busy as fuck.
Yes, it is.
Because TRU starts back up. We've got MLR starting up in February.
We got a lot of stuff coming back. Club rugby, TRU starting back up. Yeah. So,
And then you're gonna have international matches leading up to the World Cup.
I know I will be out, or I'm going to try to be out at Round Rock January 21st. So if anybody's listening, you see me out at Round Rock, come find me, and I will give you a 2 guys, 1 pitch sticker.
Oh, just as good.
Redeemable
for.
And this sticker is redeemable for 1 hand job. If you're listening to this podcast later on and it's January 6th is opening day at the racetrack, I'll have a couple stickers with me as well. So if you're at the racetrack,
opening day at the Capitol if you're into riots.
Yeah. I'm sorry. If you're watching YouTube, you can see these sick ass stickers.
If you're not watching YouTube, fuck you.
If you're not, then just imagine the
or just go to our Instagram. It's the same logo.
Yeah, just imagine the shield logo, but in sticker form.
Yes.
What do you? Are you going to try to make it out to that D3 game or?
Oh, I'm going to it. Because I owe Corbin because he won the contest. I told him, I said, you want me to ship it to you? He's like, well, no, if you're going to come to that game, just bring it.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I'm going to it regardless. It's my wife's birthday that weekend, but I'm going to the match.
That's the 14th.
So I got to do something really big for her to make up for that.
I will be in Killeen for a rabbit show.
Nice. Yeah. Yep. I'll be at that match. I'm looking forward to that one. That is my last match to not watch. I don't want to say I'm not playing, but the week after I have surgery on my hand, so I'll be out of pocket for about a week or 2.
Yeah.
Drugged up. Good old rugby injury.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna go to it for show. I need to meet up with you to get some of those decals before I go. I don't know how, but
yeah, we'll have to figure it out. I'm gonna go to that practice this Saturday. I can bring it with me.
There's a practice Saturday?
Yeah. They're doing a weekend practice. If not, I can just drop it off at your house.
No, I'll come to practice and get it from you.
Yeah. It's like the first practice that I'm ever going to be at, and probably the only one.
I'm going tomorrow night. I don't practice, obviously, because of my hand, but I'm going there to support. I'll drink a beer and watch them. Bring a floodlight, but
bring a super soaker and just spray them. Run faster.
I'll shoot them. Wait, that's illegal. So the 14th, I'll be at the Galveston Arrows match. And then the 21st, you'll be at the All-Star, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm like All-Stars. And then the 28th.
Is that a game?
Oh, well, I'm going to try to go to the Sabercats versus NOLA. Take some pictures, do a write-up.
I want to
see me at or see us or me at the Sabercats game. Come back, say hi. I'll give you some decals.
Or just come and say hi.
Or just come and say hi. Slap me in the face. Say you're stupid for not wanting New Zealand players on the Sabercats. I don't know. Give me your opinion.
Yell at the New Zealand Sabercat and be like, hey, this guy talked about you on a podcast. Said you should just go home. Nobody wants you.
Yeah. I probably won't yell at props from New Zealand. Being that I am a
I can't believe you would say that either. It's so rude.
Yeah. That matchup doesn't sound great. A prop from New Zealand versus a winger from Kingwood B3.
No.
Doesn't work out in my favor. Yeah, that's it. I mean, this is downtime, but it's about to get busy.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
A whole bunch more information for you.
To Major League Rugby. This would be good too, because so the wife wants me to retire from rugby because we're about to spend some cash on this surgery on my hand, and she's tired of getting hurt. But if I do have to retire, then that means I can fully dedicate my Saturdays to TRU and MLR rugby.
Oh yeah. That's not a bad gig.
No.
Oh. I had a thought in my head and I forgot it. Really bad.
Welcome to my world. I'm about to go eat some peanuts and watch The Challenge MTV. That's my guilty pleasure for all of you.
My guilty pleasure is Bravo TV.
I was about to say something and I realized I have watched that with my wife and I watch Below Deck on Bravo, so I cannot say a word.
It's fucking Below Deck and Southern Charm. That's it.
I don't watch Southern Charm, but we do watch Below Deck. So my first is The Challenge because I love The Challenge.
Yeah.
And then it's we do watch Below Deck. So I was about to talk shit and then I realized that the pot shall not call the kettle black. So
you don't want to watch it and then you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
They do something stupid and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah. It's literally like my shows are well, I mean, obviously I love The Office, but ones I record and watch right now are The Challenge, Below Deck, Yellowstone, and King of Tulsa. It's like it shows that people, the same people, should not be watching. I like Yellowstone, man.
Dude, Yellowstone.
Okay,
it's gotten
I liked it in the
bad.
beginning, but this season I fucking hate Beth. I wish Rip would just take her to the train station, but
I've hated Beth for the past like 3 seasons. She's a terrible person.
Fucking stupid.
She is a terrible person.
Jamie should have just dropped all the knowledge and let them all go to jail and take the fucking farm or ranch.
Yeah.
But
like the best
he's
person
there.
there.
If you watch the last episode, he's like, "Fuck this shit."
Like Casey and Rip are like the only good people. Like they should have ended it after who was the meth head kid who like turned his life around.
They went to the Quad 6 Ranch.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
Yeah, after he left,
was in the last episode. He was actually finally in an episode last week.
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched the last episode. I've been kind of like,
so yeah, he's back in the episode at Quad 6's still or whatever in Texas or wherever he's at. But this season they just did. So this last week was the mid-season finale, and like Beth is just like, how in the beginning series how were you portrayed so good at business when you're so fucking stupid at it now? It's like.
Also, how did you not die when you were like 10 feet from a fucking bomb?
No shit. Like, just go away.
Yeah.
Just go away at this point.
It ruined it after that. I was like, okay.
I like to see if other people feel the same way or if I'm just retarded sometimes. I hate to say retarded, but retarded. This is a no filter podcast. And so I went on Reddit to see, and everybody's like, fuck Beth. I was like, yeah, I'm not alone. That's what I thought. She sucks. No. Like, I'm not the only one feeling like this is just a horrible character this season. But yeah, my shows are kind of all over the place. But have you watched King of Tulsa?
No, I haven't watched that one.
With Sylvester Stallone on Paramount? I like it, man. It's fucking cheesy, but I like it. He's an old retired mobster, like just got out of jail for 25 years. Like, gets sent down to Oklahoma to like start up his own little mafia thing with like these Oklahomians. I don't know what you want to call them.
Sylvester Stallone will always be Rambo. Nothing else.
He's a mafia Rambo in this one. I mean, he's just a badass. And I don't know how I came across it, but it's really good. I like it. Yeah. And then what's the other show on Netflix? The Circle. Don't knock me on that one. The Circle.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn. I watched one.
I'm a sucker for some reality TV. Man.
I watched one episode of that, and I was like, "All right, I can't do this."
I did it. Yeah, I did it. I told my brother about The Circle. He's like, "You got to do Love Island and all these." I couldn't do Love Island. I couldn't do like
the one girl signs up and she's like, "I'm a catfish," and she like completely catfishes her profile.
Yeah, well, that's usually that's what every season's like, half catfish, half real people, and this season they just fucking hate catfish and hate white people, but
that's every season.
Well, it's all woke now. I mean, I'm not tying whiteness to wokeness, but it's like the more woke and extreme you can be, the more they want you on reality TV shows nowadays. I'm obviously not very woke or extreme, but yeah, I don't know. I can't. Circle's not bad, but yeah, I mean Yellowstone, King of Tulsa, The Challenge, and Below Deck. I need a rugby reality show. I mean, we could start one.
Let's pitch it. I don't know if we can get on Bravo, but I bet we can get on TLC for sure.
I mean,
Struggling.
There's a local rugby player that was on a reality show here in Houston.
Struggling D3 club tries to build its club
you
numbers.
A reality show? Come along with us with the struggles of being a D3 team of recruiting, losing week to week by 100 points, and try to practice on a old driving range with floodlights hooked up to a diesel generator and a F-150 truck.
God, that'd be perfect. Especially right now. Oh my God.
It's Saturday Night Lights instead of Friday Night Lights. It's
shit.
Oh man,
I think that'd be a good series. That would be good. I bet people would watch it. I watched that Wrexham thing with Ryan Reynolds and
wrecked him, damn near killed him.
Hey,
dad joke.
I
watched the first half episode, then I stopped.
It was pretty good.
The only reason I stopped is because I don't know why in my head. Maybe because I just watched Ted Lasso.
Yeah. Ted Lasso.
Like, this ain't a comedy. It's like because it wasn't even supposed to be.
It's like a documentary.
Excuse me, I don't know what that was. Yeah, it was a documentary, but for some reason, but when you have Ryan Reynolds and the dude from Always Sunny, which is two dudes known for comedy, in my head I was thinking
it's going to be funny.
I had a preconceived notion maybe of like a Ted Lasso 2 or something. And I was like,
no,
this sucks. I was like, I'm not watching this. This sucks.
No, it's a straight up documentary.
Yeah, but that's just I had a preconceived notion going into it. So,
also, shout out to Ted Lasso, fucking great ass show.
I will say it's in the top 5 of my favorite TV shows of all time now.
It's so good, yeah.
It goes The Office.
Oh, 100%.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And like Ted Lasso, probably.
Okay.
I don't know who the other two, like Parks and Rec is up there. I don't know if
Parks and Rec's definitely up there.
Parks and Rec's in the top 5, and then other favorite like comedic TV show would be.
Would you do skit Chappelle Show or Key and Peele?
I'm biased because I've watched all Chappelle's show and only a sprinkle of Key and Peele.
Okay,
but if I had to do a sketch show, like no time frame, I'm putting In Living Color ahead of all of those.
Oh, okay.
I grew up on In Living Color. Fuck Saturday Night Live, fuck Mad TV.
Yeah.
In Living Color was my shit. Like all 14 of the Wayans kids over in Jim Carrey. Like a salt grain and a pepper shaker of entertainment. I will take In Living Color all day.
Yeah.
In living color, you can do what you want to do. In living color. Yeah, but yeah, Ted Lasso was, I mean, phenomenal. I think I paid for Apple TV just to watch it and then canceled it right after.
Oh, I pirated it because I'm a pirate.
Nice.
Arr.
Butt pirate? Here to steal your booty. That joke. Yeah, Ted Lasso was great, man.
Yeah,
that's. I mean, I will say that what shocked me was going back to today's wokeness. I was shocked you could make a comedy that funny in today's world. Like it wasn't like daring like The Office was, where like you couldn't say 80% of the stuff they did in The Office. But I was thinking to myself, like it's going to be hard to make comedies nowadays that pass the liberal sniff test, you know.
I think it's got to be written tastefully.
Yeah,
like
and Ted Lasso was written phenomenally.
Yeah, it's like Tropic Thunder when they put Robert Downey Jr. in blackface. Like,
did you see his interview? He said
done tastefully.
He's like, thanks to Simple Jack, he like caught no flack. If it wasn't for Simple Jack,
yeah,
it's like he would have got so much shit.
You make my eyes rain.
Simple Jack.
I fucking love that movie, man.
Oh, I've got somebody in my family that has a kid that looks like Simple Jack.
No.
And I can't unsee it.
No.
Oh man, yeah, you can't make stuff like that's why I was surprised with Ted Lasso. I was like, they made a comedy that was phenomenal in today's world because most comedies that I've tried to watch in today's time fucking just suck.
Yeah.
Like they're trying way too hard. Although there was a comedy on Hulu. I forgot to mention that one. Really good. It has Johnny Knoxville. And I thought it was gonna suck because it's on Hulu, it's a new show. Reboot. So it has Judy Greer, Paul Reiser, Keegan Michael Key, and Johnny Knoxville. And I was like, it's gonna suck. And it was really, really good.
Oh, it's the one where they're like, it was like
they
an
redo
old,
like a family TV show.
It was like an old sitcom, and they come back to redo it. Yeah,
and it was really good. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
because I like Keegan Michael Key, obviously, and now Johnny Knoxville. Obviously, I grew up watching Jackass, and then Paul Reiser. I can't remember where I know Paul Reiser from. He's been in a bunch of things, but I was like, mainstream show, it's gonna suck. But no, it was. I recommend it. It was funny as shit. Like it's on a break now of a finale or whatever. But and then Judy Greer, I like her from different. Sadly, I know her from 13 going on 30, I think. But I just admitted that I watched that movie. Damn.
Judy Greer's she voices in Archer too.
I've never seen Archer.
Oh, she's the chick that likes to get choked.
But that's more masculine than 13 going on 30.
It's about the same.
Yeah, we'll go with that. But it's a good show. I recommend it. It was very, very funny.
Let's check that out.
Yeah, and what's the other one? Home Economics. I like.
Okay,
it's a good comedy. I don't know how we went from rugby to TV shows, but
so we make a rugby TV show. I watched that shit on YouTube. They got like a rugby thing where they follow like the rugby schools, and they do like an 8-episode thing on them for like their season. Was it
on the Rugby Network?
On YouTube.
Was it behind the
pitch or something like that?
Behind the curtain or behind the pitch?
Yeah.
I saw one where they followed the All Blacks one year. It was like All In or something.
Yeah, they did that one. They followed New England, or not New England. They followed England with Eddie Jones before the Japan World Cup.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
I need to watch that.
Yeah. But I think we're done with all this fucking rugby bullshit, so I'm like, we're kind of. So if you can't tell from the past 10 episodes how we like to do things is we kind of like we like to talk about TRE shit, MLR, and then like U.S. national team. And before we get on, we probably spend about 45 minutes to an hour not really talking about what we're going to talk about, but we just like bullshit. And then for like 10 minutes, we go, oh, okay, this is the breakdown. And I think I had like 3 bullet points when we usually have like 5 or 6. So
we had one bullet point called MLR bullshit. And then I went on a long tangent of homegrown people. You can tell where the passion's at about something, right?
Yeah. So, January, man, we're back in it. It's Manuary. There you go. Fucking
Manuary?
Make yourself a sloppy Joe. And I don't know.
Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe.
I'll make them how you kids like them. Extra sloppy. Oh, yeah. So
you could tell what decade we grew up in.
All right. So, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed your holiday and hope you enjoy this next weekend. We'll see you next week.
Buenos noches, pendejos.
Oh, fuck.